Good afternoon again. I'm thinking of changing the name of the channel to something like, I don't want to talk about Trump, but just for one day, I'd like there to be something normal on the radio or normal that I'm hearing about. But Trump is just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't he? The guy's a buffoon. I don't care if you think he's not. I think he's a buffoon, and I think it's been proven time and time again that this guy is a dangerous operator. And America needs to stand up for itself anyway. Here's me ramble. Afternoon again. Everywhere I go at the minute, I feel like I'm trespassing. I just walked past a fence. I'm going down to a beach, but it's so hard to get to the beach in the Aberdeen area. There's golf courses all the way along the coast. There's new houses being built. I don't know what's going on. Is that a squirrel? I don't even know if I should be down here, if it's or even if it's a public footpath. I think it's a squirrel. But yeah, it's difficult to get here. The other day, no, it's a rabbit. I stumbled across Donald Trump's golf course and just ended up sort of walking along it a bit, one of the fairways. And I came off pretty quick because I imagine there'd be security there. Rabbits all over the place here, that's 3 of them. And then I've just been looking for somewhere else to go for a walk. And I picked a place a little bit further down the coast in Aberdeen, closer to Aberdeen, near the Bridge of Don area. And there's another massive golf course, but that's the Royal Aberdeen Golf Club. And that's pretty much the same. It runs all the way along the coast. You know, it kind of blocks off the beach. And I'm sure there's plenty of ways to get to the beach around here, but anyway, we're back again at Trump, aren't we? I honestly don't. I think the guy's an idiot, but he's just the gift that keeps on giving. I'm looking for topics. I'm hearing snippets from the news, and it's all Trump, 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 all the time. What can I do? There's nothing else to talk about. But the latest one, I just heard a snippet on the radio earlier on today. And what's he done in America now? He's banning paracetamol, or telling people that there's risks with paracetamol, or the American version of paracetamol. What's all that about? I started listening to the story, and I'd heard something about this the other day. There's a version of paracetamol, but it's called something else in the US. I don't think I'm going to be able to get across here. It looks like there's another little river blocking off the beach. We'll see if I can walk along it. But he's made an announcement. I mean, he's actually gone on the news and made an announcement telling people that there's a risk. There's an increased risk of autism. If a mother, or an expectant mother, a pregnant mother, takes this paracetamol, there's a very, very high risk of the child getting autism. Now, as far as I'm aware, and you look at paracetamol over here in the UK, it's given for everything. It's a very, very mild painkiller, isn't it? One thing I do know about it is that first aiders are not allowed to give paracetamol because some people can be allergic to it. It's one of those things, isn't it? Even if you've got a headache, a first aider is not allowed to give paracetamol, which is fair enough. But it's generally considered to be the very first port of call for any sort of pain, whether that's backache, toothache, anything. People always say, there you go, take a couple of paracetamol, a couple of ibuprofen as well. But what's bonkers is, yet again, the president of the USA is coming up with a big announcement saying that it's not safe to take it. And you're like, why on earth is he doing this? What is in it for him? Because as far as I'm aware, the medical fraternity are pretty good at making sure things are really, 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 really safe before they give them out. I mean, people might talk about the COVID vaccine and all the bits to do with that, but that's a story for another day, isn't it? The medical establishment for years has said this is good. So why is he now suddenly saying it's bad? Anyway, I heard a little bit of something a little bit later on, another little snippet. And have you ever heard of Dr. Oz? I think he used to be like a TV doctor in America. Many years ago, I've heard of him for years, Dr. Oz. Hear his name pop up every now and again, but I don't watch American TV much, so I don't quite know what it is he's the doctor of, what he does. He's probably has some lame TV show. But I understand that Dr. Oz is now in the herbal supplements business. Wellness goods, things like that. And apparently, he's a good pal of Trump's, allegedly. And apparently, his product has been recommended as an alternative by somebody in the administration. I don't know where his name's come up. Again, I don't listen to the news, so I don't know what's going on with it. Does this seem like a massive con to you? They're telling you that, by the way, this is rubbish, but I've got a mate and he's got something that's even better. Go and buy that instead. This is madness. Look at this. I didn't realise how many miles and miles of beach there was in Aberdeen. That's Aberdeen over there. The port's just round the corner there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the beach. You can imagine this with a summer of 30 degrees. Kids all playing in the sand. It's amazing, isn't it? So, the question is, where does he get off? Is he got shares in Dr. Oz's company or something? Is he just making stuff up? When is somebody going to get a grip of him? It's like he can say and do whatever he wants without any sort of fear of any reprisals or being called to task. Why isn't somebody doing something about all this? It just sounds like total nonsense, and the guy's being allowed to get away with it. But this is back to what we were saying the other day. There's power. There's power to say, I will do what I want. He's exercised his power numerous times over numerous issues, and he's only been in the job since January, February. So he's not even been at it sort of 8 months. And he's just ripping up the entire country. Why aren't the Americans bothered about it? Why aren't they like pulling him up and saying this isn't right? Why aren't lawmakers getting involved? Because it seems to me that the White House is just trampling over everybody and anybody. But when will somebody do something about all this? Because a lot of it is psychotic. The way that things are going down in the States at the minute, who the hell would want to live in America? You don't know what's happening from one day to the next. And people complain about the UK being bad with Starmer. And I know what I've said before, politics. This isn't strictly speaking politics. This is downright fraud in my eyes. How can the medical institutions be overruled? And who's overruled them? Who said? Well, who's actually said, oh, by the way, that tablet that we've been using for the last 100 years, not very good after all. I presume they've checked all this. So who's actually said it's no good? Is it JFK? Is it JFK? RFK? I can't remember his name. Robert Kennedy? The health minister? Well-known anti-vaxxer? Didn't they say something about measles as well? Don't vaccinate against measles. And as a result, they've had a huge increase in people catching measles. And the risk is not kids and adults catching measles. It's infants that haven't developed the immunity for measles, and it can kill them. And I believe kids have died as a result of this, because people aren't getting measles jabs and they're spreading measles a lot more commonly. And it's not them that suffer, it's toddlers and babies that suffer. But when is somebody going to get a grip of what's happening with the health service in America? I mean, this is supposed to be the model that they're trying to get into the UK. Private healthcare, things like that. When is somebody going to stand up to them and say, no, this is wrong? There's no checks and balances for people. They can do whatever they want. Since when has any country given that amount of power to one person? Because that's what it seems like is happening at the minute. Anyway, I just think it's mind-blowing. And I just wonder what's going to be next. I know that tomorrow, if I downloaded the news again, I might get another 5 stories about Trump. The guy's prolific for coming up with bull. Stories that get reported on constantly. And you can't ignore them, because this sort of thing has massive ramifications. But somebody needs to get a grip on him. Somebody really needs to get a grip on him. And I don't mean grab him by the scruff of the neck. I might go up to his golf course now. Should I have a walk up? No. I'm not going to damage his golf course. I love golf. And it's a beautiful golf course. But no, come on America, stand up for yourselves, will you? The guy's taking the mickey out of you. And before you know it, you'll have nothing left. Anyway, catch you soon. Bye-bye. Hello again. I'm thinking of changing the name of this channel to, I don't want to talk about Trump, but I really do. I can't go a day without hearing something stupid coming out of that Satsuma-headed, perma-tanned numbskull.